What's up, radio? Welcome to episode number 18 here on season 2. And today we are getting into Acorns and Robinhood. Should I bother with Stash? This question comes from Sozilla, who asks, I have Acorns and Robinhood. Should I bother with Stash? I think that this is a great question to ask, especially now as the big three still continue to emerge. And with other companies starting to try and get into the space. As of today, I got an email from my bank saying that they are partnering with another service that is doing like fractional share investing similar to a stockpile app. However, it's definitely more expensive. I think that more companies are looking to grab the space of specifically app investing and buying fractional shares and grabbing the millennials' attention in investing. First of all, I just wanted to say if you're a new subscriber that joined the channel just within the past day, my subscriber count has went up basically 100-fold. I appreciate all the love and support. As soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers on the channel, I'll do a silver giveaway, so that will probably be tomorrow that I'll hit it. If you just recently joined the channel, I cover mostly my investing opinion, more or less, Stash, Acorns, Robinhood, and then also I dive into other type of investments as well, like M1 Finance, cryptocurrency, and that kind of thing. And then every so often I bring on my son on the show and my wife to do just more of a fun episode. I also this year plan on releasing a 52-week series on businesses and how to start a business and just business topics, as well as coming out with other short films and maybe some vlogs later on in the year. So hope you guys enjoy the ride. I hope that this video encourages you to stay here and continue coming back for more. But let's go ahead and get into the question. So first of all, I wish that there was a be-all, end-all answer to the question, like, should I get Stash or should I not get Stash? I wish I could just easily say yes or no. However, that's not the case. And so I think that it's more important for you to assess the situation with your own finances before you look at getting another account. All three of these accounts basically offer a similar service, just in a different avenue of how they do it. Robinhood, you can invest into every single stock, basically. They just don't offer fractional shares. However, they don't charge you any money either. Acorns is very limited in the fact that there's only like 6 or 7 ETFs that you can invest in, and the money that gets deposited is already allocated to where it's going. Stash is that middle area of like, you can have freedom to invest into 48, 50 different ETFs, and we're not going to tell you where your money has to go specifically. However, if you want to set up those guidelines, you can put guidelines in place that will dictate where your money goes, such as like auto stash and that kind of thing. So Stash is that middle ground, and all three of them offer very similar products. The only thing is that is different between Robinhood and the other two is that these two, Stash and Acorns, offer buying fractional shares, where Robinhood you have to buy and purchase an entire share of a stock. So here's some ideas on what I would assess before opening up a Stash account or looking into a Stash account. First, I would ask, is your initial deposit going to be enough to cover the basically year's worth of fees that's gonna happen with the account? It's gonna be $12 to have that account for an entire year. With the amount basically $300 or so is what you would need in order to gain the interest to pay for the account. I would then ask, would it be more important for me to take that $12 that I have and apply it to either Robinhood or Stash instead of letting Stash have that as a fee? So would my account on Acorns or Robinhood significantly benefit from that $12 over opening up another account like Stash? And then lastly, are your other accounts right now currently able to cover the fees with what is already in there? So for instance, if Acorn is not around $300 or $400, you're probably not making the growth on the account that's necessary to pay for those fees. Robinhood is not going to charge you anything, so I would more specifically only be looking at Acorns in regards to that. Basically, you have to think about it like this. With Acorns, you're already paying $12 a month, and then you open up a Stash account. Now you doubled the fees that you got to pay for an investing account. You went from paying $12 to now paying twice as much, $24. So you have to assess that when looking at the risk. That would be the only hindrance in regards to money that's coming out of your account. From there, I would assess the reasoning for opening up an account. Is it because Stash is the new thing? It's something that you just found out about? And so are you looking for it to be the holy grail of investing? Investors always talk about this, and especially traders and that kind of stuff. It's like, oh, I got this new book. Oh, I got this new strategy. Like, it's going to make me millions. So is that the point? Because I can tell you right now that Stash will not be the holy grail. It's going to be similar to Acorns. It's going to have that slow growth, basically 8 to 10 to maybe 20% at max per year of growth. So it's not exactly the holy grail that's going to make you millions in 5 years of investing. Also, I would assess whether Robinhood and Acorns aren't doing so well. Is that the reason why you're looking to open up another account? Is Robinhood you're negative because whatever bad investing techniques, or is Acorns not doing so hot and you're not getting as great of returns as you want? So you're looking up to add a third account that can kind of play that middle ground. I would consider actually closing maybe an account if you were looking at opening another account. That will bring me to my last point eventually. And then thirdly, also, are you looking at having more or less structure in the investing round? With Robinhood, it can be an ocean of investing, and there's lots of money that could be left on the table for you when it goes to investing on Robinhood and buying stocks and trading stocks or whatever you may be doing on Robinhood. With Acorns, there's not as much freedom to invest into different ETFs or different stocks that you actually care about. And so are you looking to either get away from the strict style of Acorns, or are you looking to add some more rules and regulations into your investing portfolio to help maybe protect you, where like Robinhood is, there's honestly no protection when it comes to investing. And then lastly, it comes down to your time. Do you have enough time to manage another account? Honestly, what I think really it comes down to, not every platform works for everybody, and I understand that. For me, I made every single platform work for me. I made it fit into my routine. I adjusted my strategy to make everything work. Robinhood or Acorns, I hardly ever look at. It pretty much runs itself. Stash, I operate maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. Robinhood, I'm on there every single day. So I made the adjustments to make every single account work for me. However, if you don't have the time to put into managing another account, then honestly, it's not worth it to open up that account. And so really, I think that you got to look through those questions and ask yourself, really, what's the reason behind opening up a stash account? And if there's no bias in opening it up, and if there's only benefit, then I would consider opening up one of those accounts. I love all three of the accounts, so I can't just sit here and say, close this one because it's not good, close this one because it's not good, close this one because it's not good, or don't open this one because it's not good. I love every single one, and they all have their own benefits. So I think that you got to look at how it would add benefit to your investment portfolio before you actually consider opening it. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive into the question of the day, which is, what is the funniest joke you know by heart? And I know two. One is, what do you get when you mix an elephant and a rhino? And the answer is, Elefino. Okay, that wasn't that funny. Let's be honest. And then the second one is like a stupid dad joke. It's like, Pete and repeat, we're on a boat. Pete fell off. Who was left? Repeat. Pete and repeat, we're on a boat. Pete fell off. Who was left? Repeat. Exactly. It just continues to go. It's just a bad joke. Like I always say, if you have any questions regarding Stash, Acorns, Robinhood, as well as general investing advice, business, Etsy, coaching, post those questions down below. Don't forget to subscribe up here and check out my Stash Recap December edition. Check out this other video right here. Wow, that was like really country western. December edition. Check out this other video right here. And as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.